Let's try to do the summary of a very famous book in the world of finance by Ray Dalio's The Changing World Order, Why Nations Succeed and Fail. Ray Dalio's The Changing World Order provides a comprehensive analysis of the historical patterns that dictate the rise and fall of nations and empires. Dalio, a seasoned investor and founder of Bridgewater Associates, draws on extensive historical research and his expertise in economic trends to explore how these patterns influence today's global dynamics. 1. Historical cycles of power. Dalio identifies recurring cycles in history that shape the rise and fall of great powers. He argues that these cycles consist of three main phases. The rise phase. During this period, a nation experiences growth and prosperity. This phase is characterized by economic expansion, technological innovation, and increasing power and influence. The nation's institutions are strong, and its leaders are capable. The peak phase. At the peak, the nation's power and influence are at their highest. However, signs of decline begin to emerge, such as rising debt levels, increased internal conflict, and growing inequality. The systems that once supported prosperity start to falter. The decline phase. This phase is marked by economic stagnation, financial crises, and social unrest. The decline is often accompanied by a loss of global influence and power, which can eventually lead to the collapse of the nation's dominant position on the world stage. Dalio uses historical examples such as the Roman Empire, the Dutch Republic, and the British Empire to illustrate these phases and their common characteristics. He also compares these historical patterns to the contemporary situation of the United States and China, exploring how current events mirror past cycles. 2. The role of debt. A significant focus of Dalio's analysis is the impact of debt on the stability of nations. He explains that excessive debt can lead to economic instability, financial crises, and social unrest. Dalio differentiates between short-term debt cycles. These last 5-10 years and involve fluctuations in economic activity and financial markets. Long-term debt cycles. These extend over 50-75 years and are associated with major shifts in economic and political structures. Long-term debt cycles often end in a debt crisis or a restructuring of the financial system. Dalio argues that nations experiencing high levels of debt are at risk of entering a phase of financial distress, which can trigger broader economic and political turmoil. He provides historical examples of how debt crises have led to significant changes in the global order. 3. Comparative analysis of past and present. Dalio draws parallels between historical events and contemporary trends to offer insights into the future of global power dynamics. He examines the rise of China as a potential challenger to U.S. dominance, highlighting similarities between China's current trajectory and the rise of past great powers. Key comparative points include economic growth and innovation. Just as past powers experienced periods of rapid economic growth and technological advancement, China's current growth trajectory mirrors these patterns. Debt and inequality. The US and other Western nations are facing rising debt and growing economic inequality, similar to the conditions that contributed to the decline of past empires. Geopolitical tensions. The geopolitical competition between the US and China resembles the conflicts between rising and declining powers throughout history. 4. Strategic insights and recommendations. Dalio provides guidance on how individuals and nations can navigate the changing world order. He emphasizes the importance of understanding historical patterns. By recognizing the signs of change and the cycles that govern global dynamics, individuals and policymakers can better anticipate and prepare for shifts in the world order. Diversification and adaptation. In an era of uncertainty, Dalio advises diversifying investments and adopting flexible strategies to mitigate risks associated with economic and political transitions. Strategic planning. Nations should focus on strengthening their institutions, addressing internal conflicts, and managing debt to sustain their positions of power and influence. Overall, the changing world order offers a detailed exploration of the forces shaping global history and provides valuable insights for navigating an increasingly complex and shifting world. Dalio's analysis combines historical perspective with contemporary observations to help readers understand and anticipate the dynamics of power and change. Thanks for watching, and please do subscribe the channel for more such informative content from the world of finance.